Alright, so in this next video, I'm gonna teach you all how to migrate your character into another project. So at this point, you probably already did all the steps it takes to have your character being able to move and jump in Unreal Engine. So you already know that it's not as quick of a process. It takes several steps. So if you want to, let's say, start a brand new project, but you don't want to do all those steps all over again, what you can do is just transfer that character into the new project, which is called migrating your character. Okay, so how to do that? Go to your content drawer, wherever your project with the movable character is, and you should have this one here, right? My character. So you're gonna right click on my character. Now go to Asset Actions. Uh, Maybe if your version is different, it might look differently, but for mine, it says Asset Actions. Then you're gonna go on Migrate, this one right here, and then you are gonna have these options because as you already know, to have your character being able to move, it's not just my character asset that it's needed. You also need the input mapping context. You need the input action for the movement, the input action for the jump. So basically, you need all of these ones to actually uh, move the character to another project successfully. So we make sure all of this is checked. Click OK. And now what you need to do is select the folder where you want this character to migrate to. Okay, so you should have like a path folder here. So you're gonna probably start like in the Unreal Engine folder, go to games, and then here you just need to choose the folder, the specific project where you wanna migrate this to. So of course, all my games here are different than yours, so this is more like however you have it. But basically here, just choose the project where you want to migrate it. So as an example, I'm just gonna migrate it to my first project, the one that we did where it's just like a little house and a little map. I'm just gonna choose that one, but in your case, you probably want to move it to another project. So just select the one that you want. Okay, so select that one. Then just go ahead and move it into the content folder, okay? Select the content folder. Now here is where we really wanted the character to be at. So I'm just gonna go ahead and choose select folder. So it's gonna take a second and then it should have migrated. Now I'm just gonna go to that project that I had there. I'm gonna check here, and as you can see on my content folder here we see my character, the move, the jump, and the input mapping context, so everything migrated successfully. Now, if I run the game, I'm not gonna get the character yet, because remember, to have the character actually being the one in controlling the level, you have to set that in the game mode. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and create here a game mode. If you haven't, if you don't have a game mode in in that project you are migrating to, then you have to create a game mode. So I'm just gonna head ahead and choose blueprint class, game mode base, my game mode. I'm gonna choose that one, double click on it. Here we're gonna go on the right, default pawn class. Let's choose my character, compile and save. Then once we are back here, we just need to make sure we select my game mode as the current game mode. So we're gonna go to edit, project settings, maps and modes, and the default game mode will be now my game mode. Okay, so after this, if we run the game, now here you go. Our character with all the movement and jumping implementation has been added to the new project. Okay, so wherever you want to move it to, just make sure you do all these steps.